Hey there, welcome to the heat wave. Today is Sunday, June 22nd. It is 1:30 p.m. and the temperature is about 33 degrees Celsius, although with the humidex it is saying it feels more like 41. And believe it or not, it might get a few degrees warmer than that. Or perhaps hotter is a better choice of words. And this is Front Street West, just in front of Union Station. There's the Royal York Hotel, and for this one, I'm going to be heading down to the waterfront. I wanted to take a streetcar down there. Ooh, that sounds good, but I'm a tad bit hungover after last night. So I think what I'll do is I'll turn south down York Street just up ahead, and we'll see what things are like at the waterfront. I'll wander through Harbourfront and a few parks that way. It's about 10 degrees warmer than it was yesterday. And this heat wave is supposed to last a few days. Your car?
He was like leaving when our truck was leaving on Monday.
You can see it says the expected temperatures to be 32 to 34 with the humidex getting up to 45. I was in Bangkok earlier this year, and this feels hotter than anything I experienced there. The UV index is 9. And tomorrow it could get up to 36 with the humidex reaching 45. And on Tuesday, I think that's the last day of the heat wave, where the heat advisory warning is in effect for, and that'll hit 33 or 34 as well. Then we'll get a small reprieve. There is a Blue Jay game today. They're playing the White Sox. So you'll see some blue jerseys making their way towards the Sky Dome. Like I said, my plan was, well, I forget if I said it or not, but my plan was to take the streetcar down to the waterfront and do a longer waterfront walk. But there was such a long wait, it looked like I might have to wait a few streetcars. So I just kind of said, screw it. Yeah, let's duck into the air conditioning for a little bit. I just had brunch at the Mars Diner in Midtown, and I was sweating in my seat. Unfortunately, I wasn't seated anywhere near a fan. Being in a hot diner was perhaps not the best decision, but I was hungry. I was at a place called The Piston last night on Bloor Street. They were holding a 90s night. You can access a GO train platform. Just up those doors there, as well as the Up Express. I have no idea what to expect at the waterfront. If people are going to stay away because of the heat, or if they'll be out in droves. As a McLaren races by. But this will take us down past Love Park. Looks like she's vlogging or something. Apparently the city has opened over 500 different cooling centers. It's definitely important to stay hydrated and keep nice and cool in a day like this. And they've even got the lid closed on the Sky Dome. So Environment Canada has issued a heat warning for Toronto and much of southern Ontario. And if you're wondering what kind of places the city would designate as cooling centers, I think that would include libraries and community centers and other civic spaces like the old City Hall in North York. And just to make things fun, the university side of Line 1 downtown is not open this weekend. This might have been an interesting day to go check out the scene at the beaches. Probably head out there either next weekend or the weekend after. Looks like someone's got a picnic planned. Looks like a cake, a couple of pizzas, a 360 camera. I'll be heading under the Gardiner Expressway in a moment. This might have been an interesting day to live stream. I could have tested if my equipment will hold up in this heat. And and hopefully there's a nice cool breeze coming off the lake, but we'll find out in a moment. This is Harbor Street. It's always kind of annoying connecting to the waterfront from north of the Gardner. You have to walk under that monstrosity and deal with really long light cycles. Pedestrians are still very much an afterthought in this part of the city. Of course, they get an advanced green. This is Love Park, and yes, the water is supposed to be green. It's part of the natural filtration system. Ever since it opened, there's been people commenting that it doesn't look quite right. There's been news articles on it. The city has had to go on record stating that nope, everything's working as intended. Rather beautiful and picturesque little urban park here. I was here on opening day.
Okay, I'm being a normal person. Well, I was like, what you doing? Eating lunch? What would you pack for lunch? Just say hi. And then he walked away. I didn't go chasing after him.
Grab a hat or a private taxi to the island. You could take the ferry, but I imagine that would be quite busy. You can take a private taxi to the islands and then the public one back. Harbour Square Park is just over there. And on the east side of the park is the Island Ferry Terminal. I'm sure I'll be back at some point in the summer and walk around that side. If it weren't for that really long streetcar lineup, I probably could have walked through there on this walk. But instead we're going to walk through Harbourfront. And I'll hit up HTO Park as well. All right. And you can see a ferry. Ferries go out to 3 different docks on the islands. And the Portland's off in the distance. So that's a look to the east. As mentioned, we are going to be walking west. Patios in the right, and you can book these day cruises. I haven't taken one of these in well over a decade, probably 2 decades. Perhaps that's something I should do on a weekday when it's not so busy. Bring the camera along. CN Tower. So for that cruise, live narrated cruise, $32.95 for an adult, $20 for a kid. If they're under 3, it's free. There's a police boat. Got the tall ship, Kahama. This is probably the most popular one. Mango on a stick, ginger lemonade. Looks like they've got a bar on there. People getting cold drinks. I imagine the heat has kept a number of people at bay today. That's neat. I am not a fan of this new public park area that's replaced where the skating rink was in winter. But I won't lie, that's a neat addition. Great for the little ones or anyone just looking to stay cool. They're clearly holding an event here. Let's get a closer look at the waterfront. That boat is the Harbor Star. That's going to be a popular patio, the Amsterdam Brew House.
C'est Massy qui a gagné le défi maton l'année passée. En ce moment, Massy est en train d'animer un balado. Ça s'appelle Le guide des survies des débrouillards. Est-ce qu'on écoute son vidéo message? D'accord, Diviska, joue le vidéo message.
Tourne. Hey Zach, je viens de voir quel jour on est. Ça va être en plein préparatif pour l'audition pour le défi maton. Tu sais que j'ai gagné l'an passé? Ah oui.
Je ne sais, parlez-vous français?
Si je peux te donner un conseil qui permet de trouver plein d'idées l'an passé, c'est la musique. Oh oui, la musique! On danse dans la salle. D'ailleurs, la musique, c'est le sujet de mon podcast.
This pedestrian bridge has been disconnected for a good 4 or 5 years now. Looks like they're either setting up or taking down an event in that area. Churros. They'd probably do a little better if they're selling ice cream today. Often you'd see a lot of people jogging and getting in a lot of exercise along here. But in a day like this, not so much. I guess everyone doing that sort of thing would have came out early or perhaps later after sunset.
I want you on my team.
So does everybody else.
And this is new, Queens Harbor. I think that'll be a bar and restaurant. Hopefully they can get open during the summer. Yeah, I think I'll choose walking over jogging, not just on a day like this, but any day. But good for those people. on the right is a multi-use trail. More churros. And this is such a great part of the waterfront. Although it's disconnected to the east, if you're trying to get over to the beaches, you'll find yourself having to take a detour. That's a project that I don't think will be completed for a very long time. Maybe tomorrow I'll get out and go for a nice bike ride. This is one of several wave decks, they call them, along the waterfront. Oh, we just missed a good shot of a plane landing at Billy Bishop. A lot of bike shares available. And cycling in Toronto, as well as Montreal, have been at an all-time high this year so far. Keep those dogs cooled off, that's for damn sure on a day like this. Looks like that might be a bachelorette party.
I do have one, but I am just I forget the rest of that.
Escape the ghost ship. Piratelife.ca. Join the crew and live a pirate's life. I'm sure that's a great idea for little ones.
I tried to grow one. How about you? I think mine is pretty good on its own, don't you think? No, you can't.
Right, we've got a plane landing.
It's invisible.
But it's so bright I can't even see if I have it.
Angler like a fish.
Hopefully I'm following it.
Of course. There's plenty of time.
It's a Porter
That's
flight coming in from the east.
Would you like a sash?
Kind of tempted to sit down. Looks like maybe there's supposed to be a chair under this one. Someone doing some sunbathing. Multiple people. A little man-made beach action. Oh, this guy's doing his thing. He always makes some great art out of the sand. You're back at it.
Yeah.
I love it. Some more sunbathers. I was gonna walk back in that direction through the trees and the person sunbathing looked at me. I'm like, oh, I don't wanna look like a creepy ass person with a camera walking towards you. I'll just change course. That might make it look even worse. The things you're cognizant of when you're recording. I always try to get more of a fly in the wall kind of experience. It's not about recording people. That does make things awkward when they notice the camera. We'll head over and check out the other HTO Park. That one doesn't have the artificial beach. There's the tower. And as I mentioned, Line 1 is not operating on the university side, unfortunately. There's someone having a grand old time. Another private taxi to the islands. Friday boat party, Bliss in Toronto. There's a rescue boat. Oops. I'll have enough zoom to really see where it's going. There was a police boat out there earlier as well. I'm hearing what sounds like multiple sirens. Hopefully nothing serious. Well, they've got the best spot. There's a big lineup for the Tiki Taxi. I don't know, for me, I would probably pick another day to go to the islands. If I went there, I'd probably just find a nice tree and pluck myself under it. This is Spadina. That guy's looking pretty good for 75. I don't know if you could see that thing he was wearing. That couple had some ice cold beers that it looks like they just picked up, but I doubt they'll be so cold by the time they get to the islands.
Is there any difference between cash and credit? That's what I was kind of like thinking. I honestly like have shit to do right now.
Here's another nice little stretch of waterfront, but I think we're gonna wrap this up here. I'm probably gonna record a second video, so maybe I'll include that. This is plenty for one on what is by far the hottest day of the year so far. I hope you enjoyed this one. That guy's wearing jeans. That's a bold move, Cotton. Do let me know your thoughts and comments down below. If you wish to support what I do, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership down in the description. I've got an Instagram account at Johnny Strides, and there is a super thanks button appearing down below if you wish to say thanks that way. And I think I'll head down to the end of the pier and start recording the next video, whatever that may be, from that spot. Anyways, hopefully you kept it nice and warm. I wanted to flip the camera on to catch that guy and I missed him. Let's try that again. Hopefully you kept nice and warm. Remember to stay cool, stay hydrated, and I will catch you in the next one. Yoink.